for Donald Trump's indictment is a $130,000 payment that Michael Cohen, Trump's longtime attorney and fixer, made to Stormy Daniels in October 2016, just a few days before the presidential election. Stormy Daniels, the porn star who is currently embroiled in legal battles with U.S. President Donald Trump, speaks during a ceremony in her honor on May 23, 2018, in West Hollywood, California, United States. Stormy Daniels, the porn star who is currently embroiled in legal battles with U.S. President Donald Trump, speaks at an event in West Hollywood, California, in her honor. A Manhattan grand jury's indictment of Donald Trump has brought Stormy Daniels back into the spotlight. Daniels is a pornographic film actress who says Trump paid her to keep quiet about a sexual encounter in 2006. Michael Cohen, Trump's former lawyer and fixer, made the $130,000 payment in October 2016, just days before the presidential election. Cohen pleaded guilty in August 2018 to breaching campaign finance rules, among other things, by making the hush money payment to Stormy Daniels. He was sentenced to 3 years in prison, which will conclude in November 2021. So, who exactly is Stormy Daniels? Stephanie A. Gregory Daniels, now 44, was born in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Her parents divorced when she was a youngster. She was mistreated by her mother, who raised her, and she revealed in her 2018 memoir that she was sexually molested by an older man when she was 9 years old. She is a well-known adult entertainment industry veteran, beginning with a guest set at a strip club when she was 17 and progressing to become the star and director of countless pornographic videos and films over the course of more than 2 decades. Like other adult film actors, she chose a stage name, Stormy, which, according to a 2018 story in the New York Times, was more turbulent than Angel, Summer, or Destiny, some of the other popular professional names in the industry. The nickname Stormy Daniels was derived from the name the American heavy metal band Motley Crue bassist Nikki Sixx gave to his daughter, Storm, and her affinity for Jack Daniel's whiskey, according to a feature published in The Guardian last week. Everyone was acquitted in the 2008 Jaipur terror attacks. Why did the High Court reject the police's shoddy and botched investigation? When and how did she first meet Trump? They met at Lake Tahoe, California, at a charity golf tournament in July 2006, when she was 27 and a pretty well-known personality in the adult film industry who had made a brief appearance in a film called The 40-Year-Old Virgin that had released the previous year. And he was the 60-year-old host of The Apprentice, an American reality television show. Daniels and 2 other ladies were in charge of welcoming golfers between tees. He had a red cap, Daniels wrote in her tell-all memoir Full Disclosure when she first encountered Trump. What occurred after that? According to media versions of the meeting, one of Trump's bodyguards invited her to dinner with his boss, which turned out to be an offer to his suite. According to Daniels, Trump met her in his pajamas and offered her a copy of a golf magazine with his photo on the cover. She told CBS that Trump had asked her if she wanted to be on his TV show, Celebrity Apprentice, and had informed her that she was clever and gorgeous. "Wow, you are special," he said. "You remind me of my daughter," he said. "I like you," said Daniels. They went on to enjoy what Daniels described as the least impressive sex I'd ever had, but plainly, he did not share my opinion. Years later, anytime she saw Trump on television, she would think to herself, "I had sex with that." She said. Daniels also said a lot about Trump's private parts in her book. For example, she said that his penis was smaller than usual but not freakishly small. Trump has always denied having sexual contact with Daniels. He has called her claims a total con job and accused her of extortion. Did the two keep in touch after that? It appears so. According to Daniels, Trump contacted her on occasion following that night, calling her honey bunch, according to a New York Times story. In 2007, they saw each other at least twice more, but they did not sleep together. How Donald Trump will use his indictment to get more people to vote for him in 2024. In April 2007, she is with Trump in a hotel room watching a Shark Week broadcast on cable television when he receives a phone call from Hillary Clinton, who is then competing for the Democratic presidential nomination against Barack Obama. Daniels said that Trump called her in the year after the sexual encounter in 2006, and he asked her to meet with him at the Beverly Hills Hotel in Los Angeles in July 2007 to talk about her possible appearance on The Celebrity Apprentice. Daniels expressed his desire to have sex again in the hotel, but she declined. She claimed Trump called her a month later to tell her he couldn't get her on Celebrity Apprentice. How did the hush money payment go? According to a story summary released in the New York Times as part of its coverage of Trump's indictment, things were calm between 2007 and 2011, when Trump considered running for president. Daniels, who was still upset that he didn't keep his promise to put her on a show, thought about going public with the story of their meeting at the time. She hired an agency, which looked for a publishing deal in October 2011 and got her a $15,000 deal with the celebrity magazine Life and Style. However, the publisher backed out after Michael Cohen, who was close to Trump at the time, threatened to sue. Following that, Trump abandoned his intentions to run in the 2012 election, which Obama won by defeating Republican contender Mitt Romney. In the spring of 2016, when Trump announced he was running for president, Daniels' lawyer went to the media, including the National Enquirer, to tell her story again. Yet there were no takers, in part because she had denied it in 2011, but the situation altered in October of that year. The Washington Post released the alleged Access Hollywood tape 2 days before the second presidential debate between Trump and Clinton. It was a recording from 2005 in which Trump seemed to brag in foul language about sexually assaulting women. Daniels and her team recognized that this made Trump vulnerable and that the tale of him cheating on his then pregnant wife with her in 2006 could be useful at this time. Her agency worked with the Enquirer, whose publisher, David Pecker, was a Trump pal. Dylan Howard, the publication's editor, linked Daniels' side to Cohen, and they negotiated a $130,000 non-disclosure deal. Cohen later claimed that Trump had approved the arrangement. After taking office, Mr. Trump and his corporation reimbursed Mr. Cohen for the hush money and falsely reported those payments as legal costs. Is it, however, criminal to pay for a non-disclosure agreement? No, it doesn't. But it was said that the payment broke campaign rules because it was made right before the election and in exchange for keeping information quiet that could have hurt Trump's chances. Cohen stated under oath that Trump told him to make the $130,000 hush payment and that he later reimbursed him. Trump has said that he paid Cohen, but he has denied that he had an affair with Daniels and that he broke rules about how to pay for a campaign. More can be found at www.newstoday.com and News Today Reviews on YouTube.